You know that dream? Waking up, flipping open your laptop, and working from literally anywhere on the planet? Or maybe it's packing your bags to land a high-paying career in Australia, the US, or the UK? Well, if that's your goal, you are absolutely in the right place. Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving deep into a super comprehensive guide by Khalid Farhan, and we're going to hand you an actionable roadmap for mastering digital marketing. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our 5-phase journey for today. We'll start with 1, the digital marketing foundation. Then 2, push versus pull strategies. 3, the essential mindset shift. 4, building your marketing portfolio. And finally 5, launching your global career. All right, let's kick things off with section 1, the digital marketing foundation. Look, before we even talk about moving abroad, we really need to establish what we mean when we tack the word digital onto marketing. On one hand, you've got traditional marketing, right? The giant highway billboards or glossy magazine spreads. On the other hand, there's digital marketing, ads on Facebook, Google, stuff like that. Now, the foundational goal is exactly the same, selling a product. Literally, the only thing that's changed is the medium. But here is where the difference becomes just staggering. Traditional methods, they often hover around being only 50% effective. Crazy, right? But think about it. Throwing a billboard up on a busy street means you're basically crossing your fingers, just hoping that out of thousands of passing cars, maybe one single person actually cares about what you're selling. It's casting this massive net with zero precision. And that brings us to the ultimate advantage, the ability to target the exact right person for maximum effectiveness. You're not showing an ad to some random driver anymore. You're showing a running shoe ad to someone who literally just searched for running shoes 5 minutes ago. That hyper-targeting, that is digital marketing's true superpower. Moving right along to section 2, push versus pull strategies. So let's categorize how these platforms actually connect with us. Push marketing is exactly what it sounds like, pushing messages outward to interrupt and grab a user's attention. Think about Facebook ads or those promotional email blasts. You're happily scrolling through vacation photos of your friends, and boom, an ad is pushed right in front of you. You didn't ask for it, but the marketer is actively leveraging the platform to demand your attention. On the flip side, we have the pull strategy. This is all about capturing users who are already actively searching for a specific topic or solution. We're mainly talking about Google search and SEO here. In this scenario, the consumer's intent is incredibly high. They're typing best laptops 2024 into Google. They're pulling the information toward themselves. So your job is just to make sure you show up first when they do. And this brilliantly illustrates the core difference side by side. Push marketing creates demand via interruption. Pull marketing captures demand via search intent. Honestly, deeply understanding this distinction will completely change the way you approach every single campaign you ever built. Which leads us to section 3, the essential mindset shift. Okay, we've arrived at the climax of this explainer. If you only take away one vital realization today, let it be this: forget digital, learn marketing. It's a bold statement, I know, but listen, platforms like Facebook Ads Manager or YouTube, their algorithms change practically daily. What worked yesterday might be totally broken tomorrow. But the core human psychology of marketing, why people buy, how to persuade them, that is permanent. If you just learn which buttons to click on a platform, you'll be obsolete in a year. But if you learn true marketing principles, you're valuable forever. All right, getting into the how-to with section 4, building your marketing portfolio. Let's move to and see how this builds into an actual real-world pipeline. How do we prove these skills? It's a highly actionable 3-step process. Step 1, work for someone for free. Yeah, actually, scratch that. Don't think of it as working for free. Think of it as an unpaid internship you create for yourself. Offer your skills to a local business to get your hands dirty without the pressure. Step 2, build your own project. Start a blog, run your own ads, and meticulously document your success. Build that portfolio. And only then do you reach step 3, apply for jobs. Because now you actually have hard data to prove you're not just all talk. And finally, section 5, launching your global career. So, time to monetize the whole shebang on a global scale. The source outlines a few fantastic avenues for this. First up, aggressively apply via LinkedIn Jobs using that shiny new portfolio you just built. Second, hit up remote-specific boards like We Work Remotely. Those sites are literally flooded with companies desperate for borderless talent. Or, third, you can carve your own path as a freelancer, taking on project-based work to build a global client base totally on your own terms. Now, what if your goal isn't just remote work, but physically relocating, like actually moving to the US or the UK? One highly recommended strategy is pursuing a master's degree internationally, which opens massive visa and networking doors. But listen to me on this one. Above all else, you absolutely must master your spoken English capability. It is completely non-negotiable. Without it, trying to communicate with global teams is just an insurmountable barrier. So we've covered the whole journey. You have the roadmap. But are your English and your portfolio truly ready for the global stage? Building this kind of location-independent life? It is absolutely possible, but it demands brutal honesty about where your skills are at right now. So assess your foundation, go build that undeniable portfolio, and ask yourself, what is the one active step you're going to take today to get started?